Okay, hi guys. So I'm basically going to reconstruct Singapore Championship Round 2 Soft B Scrambles. And I'll be also giving my thoughts on it. So this is the first solve, and I chose to do the 5-move V on red. I didn't want to look this. This solve was a DNF. I got DNF. If I didn't DNF, it would be 2.36. So my solution was to first form the blue-red block using a U. Then I'll solve this center. Then after that, it'll be a 3-mover to solve the blue-red edge by doing R, U, R. And then here I chose to rotate, cause I wouldn't get what's that? It's like much faster, and I basically took the solve. But over here, when I did the sledge, I locked up, and by the time I stopped the timer, I didn't realize it. So that solve was a DNF. Okay, the next solve I didn't want look, like I want look half of it, but I wanted to play safe because I already had a DNF. So what I did was I solved the tips, and I noticed it would be a 3-move. It was a 3-mover, like 3-move V, and I'll get a flip edge case. So I noticed that if I solve this edge, the unsolved edge would move here. But I didn't really trace where the flip edge would be, because I didn't want to risk my chances of over inspecting. Because I suck at one looking under pressure. So basically, what I did was I just did L prime U prime L. Then after that U, and then after that the L for EL. I don't actually remember what I did, because it was but I believe I missed the 3-move V on red. So what I chose to do was 5-mover. So I'll insert this edge down here to form a block. Then I'll solve the center, and then after that do a U prime to solve this, and then over here I'll get this. But I missed the 3-move V on red, which is basically doing R L R prime. Get this TPS spammy case. Okay, so this solve was the deciding solve that I had of the average, and as you can see, it's a 1-move V on so 1-move V on red. So over here there were 3 options that I could do. First is to go safe and do the B moves as a L move, and then rotate, and then after that do the L4E. Or I could do a B move straight away after I solve the tips, and then after that do the L4E without any rotations. But what I chose to do was the ML4E because it's safe 1 move, and it then there's no AUF, and it's more move efficient. So I wanted to get the best possible time that I could get, knowing that I already had a DNF. So that's what I chose to do. So what I did was I tried to solve the tips, and I locked up. Then after that L, and then after that U. Then after I locked up doing the L, which ended up becoming a 378, which was honestly the deciding factor to whether I'll make finals or not. And the way I picked up the tips was also quite bad. On the final solve, what I did was really inefficient because at that point in time, I knew that my average was gone. So what I did was a really bad solution. So it was solving the tips. Then I did a B move to form this block, and then after that I would insert this center, and then after that insert this over here by doing L prime U L, then rotate. Okay, so what I missed was a 5-move V on yellow that will actually get me an L3 case, and it's very easy to trace because this block will be preserved. So the idea is to form the yellow-blue block. Then after that, do a B move. And then after that, U prime. I mean a U. Then after that, once you solve the centers one by one, you can get a 3-move insert. Okay, so my thoughts on the average. So I think a lot of decisions that I made can be considered competitive decisions because a lot of them was based on the fact that I DNF'd the first solve. So for example, my fourth solve, I chose to do the risky choice of doing the ML4E that I just learned because it was move efficient and because it was the only chance that I thought I could get my 2.38 from that that would count in the average. So if I had played it safe, I could have gotten easily 2.5. But at the same time, I know that this definitely could have been much better and doesn't reflect the amount of skills I picked up over the past year of grinding period. But at the same time, I also like to give myself credit despite this average being trash and not making finals, that I've become more consistent in competitions as well. And I hope like for subsequent competitions, I will be able to like overcome my sub 3 or sub 215 barrier and eventually get the still have fun in comps while getting the averages that I think are more worthy and reflect my skill level.